Hey guys, listen, happy Monday. You know why we're here, right? We're here to talk the Real Housewives of Potomac. And before I board this train, I got a couple things to do. But thing number one, make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? That is your ticket on this train ride, okay? And we will be boarding the train soon. But hit the like button. Glad to see you here tonight, because last night, honey, Potomac was Potomac, and it went down on Potomac. Now, before I let the people on the train, I got to tell you about a company I come to love. You'll always kind of see the roses behind me, but look at this. The company is called Rose Forever. And listen, guys, in a few short days, next month, Valentine's Day is coming up. Why not treat someone you love to a nice bouquet of roses, okay? This company, all vegan products, they preserve, these are real roses that they preserve with all natural oils. They will last you an entire year. 1 year, guys, they're having a huge promotion for Valentine's Day. So I have everything in the description. Rose Forever is the company. Use code GRADEDIVA25 and you're going to get yourself a sweet discount, okay? Aren't those amazing? Look how gorgeous and beautiful. And they are absolutely fabulous. Comes in a nice velvet box. Hold on, guys. Let me put the top on for you, okay? Just so you can kind of see. Look at that. And you can get any shape you want, okay? Rose Forever is the company. Check them out. Use code GRADEDIVA25 and get yourself a sweet discount. Give somebody something that's going to last. Because you know, when you buy regular roses, honey, them things last. What, you got a good week out of them or something like that. Maybe two. Yes, they are beautiful. Thank you, guys. Check out the description in this video, and it tell you where the website, where you could go to get to their website. And also don't forget code Diva, Grade Diva 25. Okay, Grade Diva 25, right? Now listen, people, let's get into it. I'm about to board this train. As I'm boarding this train, don't forget, hit the like button. All right. So I'm gonna bring the peeps in here. Hey, Auntie Robyn, how you doing?
Fantabulous. Last night was a good one.
Last night was a good one. All right. Hey, E.
Hey, Diva. Hey, Aunt Robin. Hey, Jack. Choo choo.
Hey.
Yes, we boarded this train. Hello. Hey, Juanita.
Hey Diva, hey E, hey Robin. Ready to go,
Hey,
ready to
Juanita.
go.
Hey, Juanita.
Hey, Royer.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
Royer.
Hello, Maria.
Potomac was
You have been a
Potomacing last
stranger. Where you
night.
been?
Yes, I've been trying to get my education, child.
I know
Yes,
that's right, girl. Get it.
whoop, to get educated. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Pia, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Nice to see you. I don't know, Sebastian, are you back? Hey, Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian had to step away. He'll be back soon. Okay. All right. And Iris, you got to do me a favor. Um, there you go. You okay? Nice to see you. Okay, you knew the routine. Okay, you can put your avatar back on.
Oh, hey, Trent. With your cute self.
Ah, ah, woo, flirting on the
Trent
train,
is a
flirting
cutie.
on the train. Okay, the train didn't even pull out the station. Yeah, okay, he flirting on the train.
I'm
Hey,
back.
Iris, how you doing? All right, guys, listen. Before we get into last night's episode, I want to say this. I don't know if y'all remember. Go back, find the video. I can't even tell you what video it was. But when the Grand Dame said that somebody hugged her so tight
mm-hmm,
and she didn't want to mention who it was, we did the
mm-hmm.
mathematics over here. We did the mathematics. We broke it down. We chopped it up, cut it down, and
It was
we
one.
said it was Juan. We said it was Juan. We did that. We said that over here. Y'all beat us down like y'all normally do. Come on now, boy. Yeah.
I
They
want to say
beat
it was episode 4. I want to say it was episode 4.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. They beat us down. They dragged us for filth. They was like, no
Mm-hmm.
way. No way. It was.
I
It was a
remember. I
one.
I
remember.
remember. I
Yes,
was
but we
there. I
broke
was
that
getting
thing
dragged too.
down. Okay, and we said it over here at the grade try. But we're gonna let y'all go. We're gonna let y'all slide, okay? That was like, no, it was G. It was G. It was Michael. We said no. But based on the math, we said based on the math, it had to be Juan. And here we
Mhm.
go. It's Juan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Paula. The grand dame needs to quit. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. What do you mean? The grand dame needs to quit. No, we're not doing that. They all
It's about to be
messy.
a fight on the channel tonight because the grand dame don't need to quit nothing.
That
Mm-mm.
part.
Exactly.
The
That
grand dame
part.
breaks fast.
Okay. So let's get into this first scene. Okay. We're still at Mexico, and Giselle and Mia are together. And Giselle says she got bubble guts. Okay. She got bubble guts because that food and the water and the drinking is messing her up down there in Mexico. Okay. So Giselle and Mia have a little sit down. Okay. And Giselle tells Mia, she hyping Mia up. First of all, she tells Mia that, Karen makes up lies about Sharice. And she said that Karen is jealous. Can everybody mute until they're talking to me?
Mm.
She said that Karen is, jealous of Sharice. Okay. And then she tells Mia that Wendy is jealous of her. And I was sitting up like, is this, is my ears deceit? Like, what the heck is going on? What is she talking about? And then Mia says that, you know what? Her and Jacqueline are pretty much done. She's over Jacqueline. She has enough of Jacqueline. And she said that Jacqueline feels like she could say whatever she wanted. Then when Mia responds, Jacqueline gets to crying. Jacqueline needs a cry angle. We needed to give Jacqueline a cry angle ever since she arrived on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And then they talk about how they're going to give Robyn a bachelorette party and says Mia knows all the good strippers. Okay, Mia's going to get all the strippers and they're going to, do a whole strip club thing. I want some of these reality shows to get original. Why can't anybody, go back to throwing a bachelorette party, without all these strippers? Do something different. Do something original. I mean, when people were getting married on Real Housewives of Atlanta, we went to the strip club. Everything is with the strippers. Can we do something different, something original? And then I understand that Giselle had bubble guts, but for her to take some bread out of her pocketbook
Ooh,
and started eating it, it was
ghetto,
tea
ghetto.
too. Was that not crazy? It was tea too much for me. Okay. So now let's go around. Let's talk about that first scene really quick with Giselle. Okay. Somebody's giving a little feedback. With Giselle and Mia in the bubble gut in that whole situation. Yeah, TMI. TMI. Auntie Robyn, I'm starting with you. What did you think about Mia and Giselle's conversation?
Well, I'm going to start out a little messy tonight.
Uh-uh.
And I just want to say that I don't think that Giselle is so special. But I did find it interesting that they were together as much as they were the ladies, and they were eating and drinking a whole lot of the same. And it was Giselle who got sick. You know what I think? I
What?
think it was the food rebelling against that nasty, mean, evil Giselle. And I was like kind of reveling in it because it doesn't seem like anybody gets a good dig in at her. And so if Bubblegut was going to be it, fine. And I love the special effects. That was everything last night.
Yeah,
Loved it.
they getting good with the editing and showing us things. I gotta give it up to the producers because they doing the darn thing now. We're cutting back, showing us the flashbacks to prove somebody right or wrong. We're putting
Mhm.
in the little effects there. The things that they catch. I'm gonna give it up to production this year. They doing the darn thing.
Mhm.
What did you think about this scene, Mia and Giselle?
So I'm probably going to shock a lot of people. I've had a change of heart when it comes to Wendy and Mia. Um, And I must say, what is her name? Wendy, when she was on Watch What Happens Live last week, she looked absolutely beautiful. And I have to say that because I've been giving Wendy a hard time this season. But when Giselle fixed her wrinkled lips to tell Mia that Wendy was jealous of her, I was looking at the screen. I had to rewind that probably about 3 times. No way. Now that I've been able to see Mia's, and I like Mia, I understand Mia, but now that I've been able to see Mia's face like up close in 4K, listen, I don't think that Wendy is that pressed about Mia. But likewise, I cannot believe that Karen is jealous of Sharice. That makes absolutely no sense either. I think Giselle lives in an alternate universe, but Karen is a full-time cast member. Sharice is a part-time intern filming for college credits. Make it make sense. What what what's there to be jealous of? And I cannot stand the way that Mia is allowing Giselle to make this a storyline between Jacqueline and Mia and allowing this to be used for television. This is what really made me kind of turn on Mia. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Even if Jacqueline is 1000% wrong, as a woman who has sisters, because I have 5 sisters. We don't always get along all the time, but I would never let somebody film me having this type of disagreement with my sister. I wish that Mia would have taken the Jacqueline approach, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it later. But let's not talk about this on camera at all. I was so disappointed with Mia. So disappointed.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I felt the same way. I think she's going about it wrong. Juanita, what do you think about Mia and Giselle and these whole jealousy nonsense?
It's a bunch of crap. Mia's messy, Giselle is messy, and her getting up there talking about her bubble gut was too much. And I could understand her pulling crackers out of her purse, but to pull bread out, now that's just downright wrong and ghetto. And they need to, I'm
That
like, can't.
stomach was messing with her bag for her to be carrying some bread in her purse. Okay, just in
And
case
as far
she needed
as
to
her talking
poke
about
that
Mia,
stomach.
as far as her talking about the jealousy, I'm like, Candy, the lies, the
The lies,
lies.
the lies. I agree with you. Okay, Iris, how you doing? What did you think about Mia and Giselle's conversation?
Hey, great tribe. Glad to be here. This is my first time.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
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 Um, it's the mean girl for me. I cannot just get past it because it doesn't even take all of that. I mean, she just go in, stirring that pot, and it's not even original. I mean, the jealousy, Mia's jealous, and Karen's jealous. I mean, and I'm like, when she said it, I'm like, what? It didn't even make sense. None of it. And I know, everybody said, well, she's a producer, executive producer. She's supposed to, kind of get these things going. But I just feel like it does not take the mean girl approach to instigate these scenes. And I just really wish this is her last season. I mean, I'm just over her and her girlfriend, Robyn. I'm just over it. And I just, like I said, I hope that either they put a rein on her for next season or let her go. And that's about all I got to say about that part.
Thank you, no problem. You know what's so sad though? I think Giselle is one of those castmates that they're gonna kind of lock in forever. She would have to literally cross the biggest line for them to let her go. But I'm over her too. And like you said, everything she does, it falls flats now. Like the best you got out of your little purse is that Karen is jealous of
Yeah.
Sharice. Okay,
She gonna have to
Sharice.
do something bigger than Phaedra to get kicked off. That's the only thing that's gonna happen. Like this gonna have to be something major, like
I
Well,
agree with
I've
big,
been
you.
big.
hearing over, on a lot of the blogs today that, that she's the face of, the show. And I'm like, it's got to be more than just a face. You got to be bringing something, like Nene brought everything, love her or hate her, she brought it, and then now, like I said, Candace to me, Candace is this season is just kind of doing her thing. She's just kind of on the low, but she's interesting. And I'm tuning in to see what she's wearing. I just think
Yeah.
Zale could find another way of engaging in this instead of that, sorority girl, mean girl thing. That's what it gives me. And it's just it's so petty. It's so petty. And then last week when she made the geriatric comment, I'm like, girl, bye.
Girl, bye, especially because you're right up there in the same age bracket as Cameron. Like it just falling flat. She's delusional. Sebastian.
Delusional, absolutely.
Mia and Giselle. See, Smoke. Go ahead, Sebastian, because look at Smoke picture. See, I can't deal with Smoke right now.
I'm not looking at it. I'm trying
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Go ahead, Sebastian.
I'm not looking. I'm looking off.
I'm bringing in Law and Order, the Grand Dame Special Victims Unit. I'm representing the Special Victims Unit of the Grand Dame.
Okay.
Well, you kill it. You kill it right here. Wait, Sebastian, give me 2 seconds. Trent, thank you for the super chat. Candace understands how to dress without focusing on labels. Come on, Trent. Come on, Trent. You know what, Shan, if you out there, you've been trying to push your girl Candace to the top of the food chain, and I promise you, I'm seeing her now. Candace is doing the darn thing. But go ahead, Sebastian.
Okay, I want to say this. First of all, the Grand Dame is not jealous of champagne bloated Teletubby Charisse. She's not jealous of that. She really is. She's not. She really isn't. What does Charisse have for Karen to be jealous of? It's not like she has a husband. It's not like she has a house, allegedly. It's not like she has money, allegedly. So what is there for Karen to be jealous of Charisse of? Giselle is just trying to make up this whole storyline because she knows that next season, if Charisse does not bring it or anything, she's not going to be back on the show. Because every single year, ever since she was let go, they kept on pushing her, always trying to put her in scenes, always try to get her there. But Charisse doesn't really bring anything. She does not bring anything except her bloated champagne-filled face. Oh, that's the only thing she brings. Like, he needs to cut back on that champagne. Like, you clearly, when you see Charisse, you see that too much champagne has been drunk. Has been drunken. I'm tired of Charisse.
But you know what, though? They brought Charisse thinking Charisse was going to be their ace in the hole, so to speak. Exactly. And their whole plan fell flat, okay? Because Karen is the Grand Dame, and she has been slaying them down one by one, word by word, okay? Thou art do not have a man. Whatever she said, she told Giselle. I ain't even talking to you. She done told Giselle 75 ways over and over again. Shut up, because I'm not speaking to you, okay? Keep your mouth closed, okay? Hey, Freddie, thanks for stopping by. Big Reese is desperate. She's desperate. Why would you be jealous of somebody so desperate? Pia, you're in the building. What about Mia and Giselle's conversation in the bubble gut?
I didn't need to hear about her diarrhea problems, to be honest with you, because I didn't ask and I don't care. I'm pretty sure that there was a gift shop where they were at and she could have got some Pepto-Bismol and she would have been fine. Or some ginger ale. She would have been okay. But if she wasn't so nasty and didn't have a demonic spirit, she wouldn't have had diarrhea. Mm-hmm. And maybe she needed it because she looks like she needs a good cleaning out anyway.
Her and Charisse both.
Well, Charisse is a moose.
Oh my God.
Okay. Charisse needs to go back to Yosemite where she belongs. And I'm sorry, but that was the fakest conversation between Mia and Giselle that I have ever seen. I get it. I called her a moose and y'all think it's funny. We can move on because it's true.
Oh my God. Okay.
I need my triangle cry tissue.
y'all know good and well that when you see her, you see a moose with a bad wig.
Oh my God.
Well,
okay. Bring out some triangles. I'm trying to tell you.
that nose, I have to agree with you.
And And even the way she just sounds like a sloppy drunk moose. I just can't with her.
Too much champagne. That's what too much champagne does to you.
Well, then someone get a U-Haul truck and drive her back to Yosemite National Park, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you something. After all this time that Sharice was begging to get back on the Real Housewives of Potomac, and this lackluster performance that she's given us, Sharice, go back to where you came from. Find out how you're going to make your champagne lounge and leave us out of it. Royer, Mia, and Giselle, what do you think? And the jealousy nonsense.
First of all, we're not just gonna skip past like they didn't just call her Big Reese. It was Big Reese for me, and then when we got her a moose, I was done. But first of all, Smoke, where did you dig deep down to find the exact picture?
Let me tell you something, Royer. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Oh, all right, Smoke. Okay, Smoke.
Oh my God, y'all making me choke.
Okay, I'm sorry, Diva. I just had to get those out because that was too funny to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where were we at? Mia and Giselle, they are two peas in a pod. They deserve each other. You know, I would not be surprised if Giselle kicks Robyn to the curb and picks up Mia. I mean, Mia's younger. You know, she's more ditzy. She's more liable to listen. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised. The fact that now, let me just say, those were not sound effects, y'all. That was Giselle's stomach for real. Like, I guarantee you that was her stomach for real. Giselle is old and she thinks she can run around being young and hip, eating and drinking everything. No, them same geriatric old people you was talking about fighting last week, that's you, boo. That's you.
Exactly.
So check yourself. So yeah, you know, I wasn't surprised at anything that was said. Giselle and Mia, they deserve each other.
They deserve each other. Emmanuel, anything about Giselle and Mia before I move on?
Yeah. You guys remember when Nene was talking about Sheree's house and she said that it was in Neverland because it didn't exist?
Yes.
I think Giselle lives in Neverland. Because what is Karen afraid? I mean, what is she jealous of from Sharice? I mean, Sharice, she couldn't even dress nice for a vacation. Did y'all see what she was wearing? Like, go to
dreadful.
the TJ Maxx or something. You know, you're going to be on TV. Like, wear something nice. But, yeah, I don't know about that. As far as Mia, I give her a pass. And we'll get into it a little bit more as the episode goes. I'll explain myself. But, yeah, that's all I was saying.
Giving her a pass. Mia gets a pass. Okay. Smoke. Yeah, Smoke. What did you think about Mia and Giselle's conversation?
You know, Emmanuel been kind of tripping lately, y'all. We got to put Emmanuel on the prayer list.
The shut-in list. The shut-in list. What we not going to do. The sick and shut-in list.
Well, yeah, I'll make my case as we go on. You'll see.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, can I say something? Is the sick and shut-in list kind of like the church's version of the building fund?
No, the sick and shut-in is the ones you have to pray for because they sick. And
they sick. It's what it says. Sick and shut in.
Oh, they're sick and they can't come to the church, so they shut in their house.
Because yeah, come on, Nurse DK. He's derailing the train. Yeah. Do you know I've been holding it on track every time you say something, but I'm in the back of my mind, like, what's going on?
We'll explain later.
We'll explain later. Okay.
We'll explain later. Okay, go ahead, Smoke. What do you think about Mia and Giselle?
First, let us say congratulations and happy birthday to the Dixons yet again. We're going to leave it at that. We'll get to that point at the end of the show because we're going to talk about it.
Oh, so now you and Emmanuel giving us cliffhangers.
Well, you should know my sarcasm by now. You really think I'm serious when I say congratulations and happy birthday to the Dixons? Come on now.
No. I know exactly what you meant, but I'm like, now we got to hold on for two of you?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But
regards to
Giselle and Mia. Well, I mean, it serves Giselle right to have stubborn problems because she's full of ish. So I think it was the Lord's way of paying her back for all the stuff that she done. Yeah, and I just Giselle just gives me like she's still stuck in like college, like in her sorority days. Like you are not that girl anymore. You got the hot box. A man of the cloth has left you. Your daughters basically do their job every time you're on camera with them. So it's like Giselle lacks Brian. You bring nothing at all to this franchise besides those green eyes and that semi-pretty face of yours when it's beat correctly.
And it's not so pretty so much now either.
I know because black. I know we say black don't crack, but her black is cracking a hell a lot, and that's just for all that's in it. But in regards to like Wendy being jealous of Mia, I'm just like, no, not really. If anything, I think Mia has a crush on Wendy. She admires her, and I think she's just playing the game because she wants to be with Giselle. But I'm just like, I just wish Monique would have just snatched Giselle up first versus Candace, because then we wouldn't be seeing her face again. But hopefully, she'll be the Lisa Rinna of Potomac very soon, and that's all I got to say.
All right, so let's add this. Robyn, there's a scene where Robyn calls her assistant, and they're trying to plan this private ceremony in Jamaica. Okay, Robyn, that was a joke. And then you. And then you know the problem I have with that. Come on, Robyn. You know you're going on vacation. Whoever did Robyn's hair for this vacation, the cosmetology school should take their license back. You got them tracks showing everywhere. She can't even pull her hair back to the side. It's a hot mess. That stylist gets an F. Okay, so then Ashley meets up with Karen. This was what started all the mess for the rest of this episode. Ashley meets up with Karen in her poom poom shorts, okay? She got her poom poom Wendy shorts on. Ashley coming in, meeting Karen. Karen sitting down, chilling, talking about my eyelashes falling off. It's too hot out here, okay? And she told Ashley, you did a good job. You did the darn thing, girl, with this trip. You got rooms, you got entertainment. We're doing stuff, we eating, we having fun. So you young, but you did the darn thing, okay? And then Karen, the grand dame, said, listen, I'm upset. I was having fun until last night when Robyn called me fake. Okay, she's coming at my reputation. I don't like that. Okay, she said, you know, and then so Ashley tried to explain to Karen why, you know, this was so. She tried to say, listen, the reason why Robyn is so stuck on Charisse is because Charisse was by her side. Somebody mute, please, while you because I'm hearing some background. So she said, you know, Charisse was by her side when her and Juan was going through some things, and that's why she's so protective of Charisse. And the grand dame said, no, we ain't talking about Charisse right now. You can love your friend, but you ain't got to tear me down. She said every time Robyn fake, and she said, I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't call me fake. She said, what is fake is that wedding. And she said, I know about Juan. And that's why she's pissed off, okay? Juan has a girlfriend that looks like me. She blonde. She looks like me. They be holding hands in Georgetown, okay? She lives in Montgomery County. Now, she done gave all this girl good business. And she said when they go on dates, they're going on dates in Georgetown. And she told Ashley, shut your mouth. Don't you go run telling Robyn, because I got this. When I see Robyn, I'm going to talk to Robyn. I'm going to have a one-on-one with her because I don't like it. She calling me fake, okay? Then the ladies, they get on their little bus ride. They play a little game. You know, Karen says she loves to watch her, you know, her rated X movies, okay? And then they do a little shopping. And they talk about, you know, Wendy want to talk about, let's buy some friendship bracelets. And Mia said, well, we would have to be friends to do that, right? A mess. Like, this whole thing was a mess, okay? Now we get to where, you know, Robyn and Ashley, you know, get to talking on this trip. Ashley couldn't hold water. But even before Ashley told Robyn, before they got on the bus, she told Candace and Wendy. She said, oh, I was talking to Karen. Karen was talking about somebody, and she wanted to play the guess who game. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you, but guess who? Was it me? They like, no, was it me? No. Oh, she was talking about Robyn and Juan. Okay. And so, hold on one second, guys. Freddie, thank you so much for the super chat. I bet we will find Robyn's marriage isn't legally binding. That's what everybody's saying. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, right? So thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Ashley can never hold water. Yes, Ashley is messy Ashley. Okay. So then when she gets with Robyn, she's like, Robyn, I mean, I listen, Robyn. She told me not to tell you, but me and your friends. When did they become such good friends? But anyway, she said, me and you are friends. And I gotta tell you that Karen said something, and I hate to do this to you, but Karen said that Juan has a girlfriend. Now, every word that was coming out of Ashley's mouth, Robyn was shaking. She was shaking. Okay. She looks like Karen. What do you mean she looks like Karen? Okay. They've been dating for years in Georgetown. Robyn get pissed. Okay. She get pissed. Okay. And then Robyn was so pissed. Okay. She had to call Juan. She gets to calling Juan. On that phone.
Mm-hmm.
She calls Juan, and Juan lost his stuff. He lost. I've never seen Juan like that.
He was
lost
aggressive.
his natural mind. He flipped. He lost it. He said he will curse all of them ladies out.
He looked rehearsed.
Karen don't know me. She don't know me. Okay.
Rehearsed.
Yeah. He don't know. She don't know what I be doing. I don't go nowhere. You know that, Robyn. You know I appreciate you. I love you. He appreciates that Robyn has cleaned up their finances and now they're not in financial ruins and that she's paying for everything. That's what he appreciates.
Okay. She put him in financial ruins. You got to remind yourself that she put him in that full financial ruins.
Yeah, and she said, I don't go out. He said, I'm going to curse all of the women out. Now you letting your man curse out the ladies?
Well, let's see if he's going to show up.
Wait, hold on.
Show up for the reunion.
He said, I love you. Wait, I'm coming to y'all. I love you. He said, I appreciate you. Don't believe that nonsense. So, Juan got a little gaslighting in him too. Because he told Robyn, don't believe that. You're going to let them mess up what we have?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, ha. She said that Karen opened a can of worms and it's on and popping. Should I go on? We'll stop there for 1.2 seconds. Okay.
But here's the thing, Diva. He said he's going to curse them out, but he didn't say he didn't do it.
Right.
That part. Go ahead, Smoke. Finish your conversation.
That was it. Like, I'm looking like it's very funny. And I'm looking like compared to how, Eddie and Chris reacted to cheating allegations. I'm like, they kind of laughed it off. And Chris was hurt because he thought he was cool with Giselle and them. So I understood that. But I was like, sir, the way you popped off, I'm looking like there must be some truth or a lot of truth. And I think it's the part that he probably does like a woman who maybe looks a little bit like Karen. And I'm looking like Robyn does not give me someone who's secure within her own relationship. Because even when he started like running off at the mouth and he got so aggressive with her over the phone, I want to highlight aggressive on the phone with her. She turned into like a little girl. And I'm like, what happens when the cameras aren't there? Because granted, yes, he doesn't like the show. And he said if it weren't for the kids, he would not be there. So I'm like, I guess this is kind of his way of saying Juan Dixon will not be here right now at season 7, 8, 9, 10, and any future reunions of The Real Housewife of Potomac. Don't ask, don't tell. I will not be there.
That part, Smoke. That's what I was about to say.
And
let's see if he's going to be at the reunion.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm coming around because I want to make sure I hear everybody. Juan lost his stuff. Okay, as soon as she called, he got on that phone and he blacked out. He going to curse out the ladies. Come on, Juan. Emmanuel, what do you think about Juan losing his stuff? The chick in Georgetown, they holding hands. They've been dating for years.
Let me tell you something. Robyn and Juan were sweating bullets. They were acting like they got caught. Now, here's the thing. At first, I thought that it was unnecessary for Ashley to go tell Robyn because I was like, well, I'm pretty sure that Karen was going to tell her anyway. But I'm glad that she did because that's what made Robyn call Juan. And that's what we got that reaction. And then later on when we talk about that conversation when Karen was like, well, I've been protecting him, blah, blah, blah. I believe it. I do think the Grand Dame was kind of feeling herself when she was like, "Oh, she looks like me. She's pretty." But you know what? I'm gonna give it to her. Okay, she can feel herself every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the Grand Dame is the Grand Dame. Okay, she extra. She definitely extra. She's like extra to the 10th power. She look like me. She blonde like me. Juan wants. She over the top. She over the top. But she's the Grand Dame. Royer, what do you think about Juan? He was pissed. He was activated. He was mad.
Well, obviously we're seeing where Robyn got her piston activation this year because I mean it starts at home. So obviously, he been getting in Robyn's ass, this past year. And so Robyn had to come out and get into somebody else's ass because she was tired of getting it. So, I'm not surprised. First of all, let's run it back real quick. I love how the Grand Dame was just laying out on the bedside of the pool with her legs stretched out. I wish I could see my legs stretched out, but with her legs stretched out and just darling. And so Ashley comes over. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Ashley forgot where she was. We got to be quiet. The people are trying to relax. And so as Ashley hobbled onto the bed and prepared herself to sip the tea that she already know Karen had prepared for her, because as I was sharing a little earlier with someone, Karen set this up. This was a step. This is what you call queendom moves, okay? This is what a queen does, okay? A queen sets you up to come back so that she can get you in your face. So she sets you up behind your back to still come and get you before you can even get her. Queendom, Grand Dame. This is what we're talking about. Now, where and when has Sharice done this? I don't know. Because Sharice can't keep a good wig on her head and a roof over her head, let alone trying to tell the people in the palace what to do. So, as the Grand Dame began to explain, she was offended that Robyn would question her relationship and friendship with the other ladies and
Yes,
make her look so bad. She was offended. And so when you offend the queen, the Grand Dame herself, a bitch got to get red, okay? A bitch got to get put in her place. And so the Grand Dame took a wonderful, valuable lesson from Beyonce. And excuse my French diva, but she said, bow down, bitches. And so that is what she had to make the ladies do. She had to make them bow down. So I'll wait to finish off the rest of the bowing down of it all once we get to that scene.
We could, yes.
Oh, yes, but yes, Robyn was definitely crying. Yes. She was definitely trying to fight back the tears. Ashley was so embarrassed that she even brought it up because Ashley, was just trying to come around and be messy, kiki ha ha. But then ended up getting Robyn cussed out. So she definitely felt bad.
She was like, Juan, don't be mad. Juan already hung up the phone for me.
Juan wasn't even here now.
Listen, click.
Activated Juan. Yes, Peter, what did you think about this whole thing and Juan losing his stuff?
I laughed my ass off. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was funny. And honestly, if that was me and if I was at that reunion, I would ask Robyn, go ahead and call him so he can come here and cuss me out, since he said he wanted to cuss all these ladies out. I said, I'm right here. I said, so he can bring his little short behind on, tell him to leave Michael at the hotel and he can come cuss me out because I'm right here. Because I'm sorry, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And see, the rumors about the affairs have been going around for years. Okay. The rumors first started at Karen and Ray's wedding renewal.
Exactly.
They
yep. Come on, give it to us, Pia.
They said that when he was there, he was disrespectful to Robyn. He was trying to hit on one of the people that was waiting there. Okay. He even left Robyn there.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So I think that she knows that he is cheating on her. I think that it is the woman that Karen knows. And you know what, to be brutally honest with you, and I'm not saying this to be messy, I'm saying it because sometimes the wheels in my head just will be spinning right. I wouldn't be so quick to call Sharice my friend and say that, oh, she was there for me when I was going through stuff with Juan and financial ruin and all of that, when you don't know if Charisse actually knows the woman too that Juan is messing with. And she,
Mm,
not
All
to
right
mention,
now.
not to mention,
mm,
she probably introduced the woman to him.
mm,
But she's your
mm.
but she's your friend because again, Charisse doesn't live in Potomac and neither does his mistress. But okay, she's
Whoa.
your but
Oh,
okay,
P
she
a detective.
but
The
okay, she's
misery
your
loves company.
right, but she's your friend.
Mm.
Okay. Why don't you just come out? You'll be a happier person.
Oh my.
Oh Lord, damn.
Y'all are really on that.
P
Not
be
they
on
Absolutely.
hiding each
everybody's
other.
neck. Don't
Look,
mess with
they
P.
hiding each other in the closet. They hiding each other in the closet.
They ain't got to. They don't have to because Robyn, and I said this in the comment section on Diva's video about Robert and Juan getting married. My problem with Robyn is she's petty, she's nasty, and she's childish.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
she always shows her true colors. And really, to be honest with you, a lot of people say that Giselle is the puppet master. I don't think so. I think that's Robyn because
Mm.
I really do because I've noticed whenever Karen and Giselle get along, if you like just take a look to the side and see Robyn, she's just seething with hatred and anger. Like it's like a jealous boyfriend type of thing. Like she just gets really mad. And then to me, I'm just like, but why though? Why can't you be happy that two Black women are getting along?
I'm gonna have to look at that more. And you know what? When they showed us the back scene, when Ashley said that Robyn doesn't like when somebody talk about her man or whatever, I forgot all about the scene when she came up in the restaurant and was all up in
Over
Ashley's
Ashley.
face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Robyn got a lot going on in that head. And yes, they both get hyped. Trent, thank you for the super chat. Do we think Juana's putting pause on Robyn? I don't think so, but I think that they have a situation, and I think that he gets pissed off when Robyn wants to bring up and pull him into scenes that is going to mess with his character. That's why the last season, when she was having walking in, had some studio space and kept wanting to talk to him about having a baby and how he didn't help when she had the kids way back in, it pissed him off. I think he
Mm-hmm.
wants no part of the show. I think he does it so that they can get that check and he's trying to support her. But I think she pisses him off when she brings him into scenes like such. So when she called him and it was about that Robyn and the cheating thing, it took him over the top and he was done. See, normally he gets to walk away. If you make
Mm-hmm.
that to all the scenes where she starts to piss him off, he just
Mm-hmm.
walks away. He's like, whatever, Robyn, and he'll leave the room. He left her in that what is it, that
Studio
warehouse.
Bella Warehouse. Yeah.
He left in the warehouse. He walked away when they was talking about the prenup, and he tells her all the time, whatever, shut up, see you later. Because he doesn't want to be a part of this nonsense, and she drags him in. The Don, thank you for the super chat. Michael Darby knew the whole time, didn't he? Though didn't Michael told us with his drunken state? He said, Juan, he cracked up. He said he will never marry Robyn, okay? Because he knows something. We need Michael Darby to spill the beans. Sebastian, what do you think
Look,
about
in the
activated
words of
Juan? Yes.
Phaedra, look, he knew in the words of Phaedra.
I forgot about that one, Roya.
Yes, activated Juan. What did you think?
Juan was very aggressive. I was very uncomfortable watching that scene. I was like, who is he thinking he's gonna curse people out? Like,
And the
as
ladies,
exactly. And Robin's even worse for accepting that. Because last time I checked, I thought she doesn't like when the men get into the women's business.
that
When
part.
remember when Ashley had Michael over, she was all over the place and talking about it.
Right, but what didn't Juan also say that the whole thing with Giselle and Chris, didn't he say that Chris should apologize? But now you going from Chris should apologize to you about to curse everybody out, all the ladies. Really,
Exactly.
Juan?
Another thing is, I'm tired of this notion that Robin doesn't know that Ron's cheating. They have some sort of arrangement. We need to acknowledge this. They've been divorced for almost 10 years. Clearly, he's been doing other things in the streets, allegedly. Clearly. And listen, there was a scene where he literally said, I would never marry her if it wasn't for the kids.
There is a
Just a
scene that
couple of
he said that.
just a couple seasons ago. I'm tired of also the fact that Robin want to shed tears now, but where was she when actually she should have been shedding tears when this lawsuit was being held out about her man that man is involved in. Where was she for that?
Listen. I'm gonna continue to go around, Iris, I'm coming to you, but I want to add to this scene here. When they sitting at the dinner, which they sitting at the dinner, Robin came, there activated. She was ready. She thought she was gonna drop all type of bombs on Karen, and
Mhm.
Karen laid them down one by one. Karen told her, you know what's fake? This wedding is fake, okay? She said, now you
Mhm.
smart. She told Robin, now you know you smart. I know you know about this blonde girl that he's dating in Georgetown because you're not stupid, okay? And she said, and then Candace and I want to say Wendy. Candace and Wendy, when they said they heard about this person too, Robin was shrinking down in her seat. Okay, she was shrinking down in her seat, and then Karen told her, this cloak and dagger thing that you doing with the wedding, I'm done with it. I'm
Mhm.
over it. Okay. Yo, let me tell you this. The Grand Dame was slaying at that dinner. Slaying.
Yes.
And then
Look,
when Robin
left and right, left and right.
left and right, okay? And then when she said, when Robin wants to show, oh, here go green eyes, here go green eyes. You showing everybody but Karen. You didn't tell Karen because Karen would have been able to tell you what the scene was about and shut it down. So you knew
Mhm.
your picture wasn't really about nothing. Did you see Blue Eyes kissing on him and kissing on her? And then she said then she gonna tell Giselle, doesn't this man look like he had blue eyes? So you can't even see this man's eyes and you call him blue eyes? You said, doesn't he look like he can have blue eyes? And then everybody's looking and Sharice thought that was the bomb too. She was like, I've been saying that. Sharice said, shut up. Shut up. Because y'all don't got no evidence. And then Robin want to tell us that, somebody sent Giselle this picture 6 months ago. And y'all don't even got a picture of them hugging and kissing or nothing. That part right there, the behind the back. Come on, Roy, okay? That's what we see. We see the back. But and me gonna talk about, yeah, that looks like your butt, Karen. That's what we doing now. We doing the back like it's a joke, right?
I mean, Robin would notice something like that on a woman.
Yeah. And then listen, Giselle tried to get in to save the day for her boo Robin, and she shut Giselle up. She said,
Mhm.
we're near the aisle, I ain't talking to you. And Giselle still wants to get in. She said, I'm not talking to you, thou without a man. Okay?
Yes. That was so funny.
I think Giselle likes getting lashed by Karen verbally. I think she enjoys the torture.
Yeah,
It's a turn on.
she does, right? And then Robin tried to recover. She talked about how stupid would any of our men be walking around in Georgetown with somebody else. Well, come on now, that was a dumb question, Robin, because Ashley man got caught left, right, up, down,
Ashley and
Ashley's
Monique.
Ashley
and
was
Monique, come on.
Ashley's man was so bold he was sexually harassing the whole craft service boom mic and whole entire Bravo crew. What you talking about?
So you acting like this
Grabbing
is so
booties and
far
carrying
fetched.
on.
This is so far fetched that why would they be that stupid? And then finally, towards the end, all Robin could do was sit down, straight in her seat, and that's
And
why it's
shut up.
so okay.
Mhm.
She looked
But
so angry because they had finally got over and they were having a good time at that table. She just sat there just like a sourpuss.
Well,
Yeah,
cause
because
listen, the
Because
Grand
she got
Dame,
the Grand
exposed.
Dame
that
has
part.
shut her down.
The
She shut her
Grand Dame
down.
shut her down, and she when they said so when somebody told the Grand Dame what the picture was, she said, "Oh please, okay."
Dismissed it as a queen
which is
would.
which is how
Child, and
Ron
crossed her
reacted.
legs.
And crossed her legs, okay, and then turned to Ashley and told her one more again. She said, "You did a good job with this trip." Girl, she was deposit. She was deposit.
That was
She was
Ashley's pat on the back for doing a good job with the mess. Look,
doing
Yeah,
the
the
best.
queen
and
sent her
Karen
her
wasn't
orders
even
and she
bothered.
came back and followed them very
She
well.
followed them very well. So let me start at the top. And actually, Iris, let me go to you, and then I'm gonna keep going around there. I circle back around. Iris, what do you have to say? The Grand Dame did her thing. She Grand
Oh,
Dame it.
yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. I want to start by saying the little boom boom short ensemble she had on at Oceanside. If this is what geriatrics looks like, sign me up. Because I'm on her
That
heels
part.
age-wise. So if this is what it looks like, sign me up. And I do believe that Karen knew exactly what she was doing when she planted that little with Ashley. She knew Ashley was going to do exactly what Ashley did, run and tell somebody. And
That's
she
what
was,
Roy
to me,
said.
I feel like
Yep.
she was setting the play up. She was setting the play up, and she knew it was going to come back full circle. And poor Robyn, Lord bless her heart. She had that look on her face that all women have had if you had dealt with any infidelities and somebody
Yes.
approached you about your man. She had
Yep.
that look in her face, even with the shades on. You
Yep.
could kind of see her chest heaving up and down, like that heart was pumping real fast. But she knew, oh my God, what is she about to say? What is she about to say? And the poker face. It was gone. It was not there at all.
Mm-hmm.
And
Listen, wait, hold on, Iris. I'm gonna let you finish. You know it was going because she was like this. She was like this.
yes,
She
Oh
was like
yeah.
this.
yes, just that
Shake it.
nervousness. And
Yes.
any woman that's been there, we know what it looks like. And I recognized it. I was like, oh my God, she's so nervous. And because she didn't know, she knew it was something. And to me, even when Candace was approached, even if Candace felt some kind of way, you didn't see it on her. She
No,
didn't
you
show
did
it.
not.
But
No, you did not.
poor Robyn.
Candy
But
said, "I trust my man, honey."
that's right. That's right.
Eric.
That's right. And then I got a question. If I think Juan may have some anger problems because you remember, I don't know if it was last year's reunion or maybe a reunion before, and Robyn made the comment, "Oh, you better be glad Juan Dixon's not
He
here."
sure did.
And I'm like, well, what are he gonna do if he was there? I was thinking, what would he do if he was there? And for me, I would have never put him on speakerphone because
No,
your
I
man.
wouldn't have.
If
She
they're
know
gonna
her
go,
man. She's stupid.
she was so stupid. I would have put that on mute so fast. Nobody would have heard but a little bit of that conversation. But
She's stupid. Abort
yeah.
the mission. Abort the mission. Once he would have got all cursed out and everything, I would have accidentally hung up that phone. Get out of here.
Okay, that phone would have got hung up so fast because I'm like, he made it look even worse because he, like you said, he went from 0 to 100 and and he still never said, well, he was just trying to deflect and, well, you know me and I love you, whatever. But,
and he said he don't go nowhere.
He don't go nowhere, but apparently he's been going somewhere because
he's been in
been spotting. But yeah, I just think Robyn, if she has the pleasure of coming back on the show next season, she needs to go another route. And I don't know what that route is going to look like for her, but the road she's traveling she looks real bad on this show to me as a viewer. And I think if her dynamics she's going to either have, I feel like if they get rid of her or Giselle, one or the other, but both of them together, because they're always going to have that alliance with that mean girl mentality. And it's always going to be, they're never going to intertwine with the other ladies as a show, because even Candace, she gets a bad rap. But if you notice, she was still interacting, talking with Giselle, Ashley, and all these women have made allegations against her husband that if it was my husband, I would be like, no, I don't think so.
She knows how to be cover and play the game, the reality TV game, where they don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where they don't. But see, you know what the problem is with Robyn? So Juan did cheat on her, if you want to say that, or they broke up and he had another woman, and she's still hurt over that because she was asking too much details about this person that she doesn't believe is real, right?
Yeah.
She would say, well,
Yeah.
as she was talking to Juan, what did you say, Ashley? What did you say? She
Uh-huh.
looks like Karen. She has
Yeah.
blonde hair,
Yeah.
and Juan was getting more pissed by the
Yeah.
minute. Okay,
Yeah.
Juan
Yeah.
was over there losing his stuff. He said, I'm about to hang up, Robyn. He was pissed.
Oh yeah.
Juanita, what do you
Mhm.
think about activated Juan in this whole situation and just Karen, the grand dame, slaying them down at the table, out
Honey,
without a man?
baby, the grand dame laid it out. She set Ashley up to go to Robyn, and Robyn went and called Juan, and Ron had the rat tat tat tat. He was the one with the rat tat tat
Yes, he was. Yes, he
last
was.
night, and he knew he was guilty. And Karen played her hand so smooth, and they would run around blue eyes. Well, Karen, let me see, let me see, let me see. No, we're not gonna let you see, honey. Karen slayed him.
Slayed them
She,
down.
she knocked them down in a classy way.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And honey, and she laughed when she found out that that picture wasn't about nothing. She
Right.
laughed. She laughed. That's what you do
Hmm.
when you grind diamond. Yes,
And you
E.
know
What?
what? And I,
Yes.
I think Sharice was the one that sent the picture.
Oh, you think Sharice and they just said yeah, she probably was.
Hmm.
She probably was. She's the one that sent it to Giselle, you're saying.
Right. I
I
think
got
so.
it. I believe that also because Sharice is piping mad at Karen. She's mad that Karen is where she thinks she's supposed to
Supposed
be.
to be.
That's what
Exactly.
Sharice's problem is.
Now
So
talking about jealousy, now she's the one who's jealous of Karen.
that part, that part, 100%, 100%. E, what do you think about the whole situation?
So for me, if it's a private ceremony, why do you need a wedding planner? I mean, sh- go down to the Ministry of Justice. The cost of a license, I looked it up in Jamaica, it's 4,000 Jamaican dollars, which is about $75 in the US. And you don't even have to take a blood test. If it's no witnesses, it's no dress, it's no flower girl, it's no reception, why are we playing in front of the camera talking about a wedding planner? I didn't understand that. Get a water broom, lay it over the grass in the backyard, say I do, step over the goddamn handle for Pete's sake. It's all a lie. And so let's fast forward when we talk about Karen and Ashley and this scene in front of the beach and the woman in DC. Karen, listen, Karen is, if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Karen. But Karen, let me have a moment with you. The next time you talk about Robyn and that marriage that never became, don't you ever have your wig slid back 2 inches and your edges pick it from the flower pot. Karen, you needed a black headband like Giselle needed some Tum Tums extra strength. That was my only problem. That was my only problem with Karen. But I agree with everything she said. But my final point, I want to go. I want to go to the groom that never was, or the runaway groom. It's very interesting. It's interesting to see Juan so upset. I would have expected this type of anger or outrage when the old white guy was recorded on camera saying he wanted to suck your peen, or
Mm.
he kept trying to coerce you into going on a boys' trip with no other boys except you two. I would have expected or even excused that level of anger towards Michael Darby grabbing on the booties of the male producers and being a predator on the Bravo set. That of all the things to be upset about. And likewise, I want to see the same passion for the victims at Coffin State. What about that young man who got put out of school after being lured into that same-sex relationship? I want to
Ooh.
hear. I want to hear you get upset about that. I want to see you release a statement about the boys at the college. Forget about losing your windshield wipers over this girl in DC. Listen, get
Well,
mad
I
at
want I want to see him bring some
My
action to the
pearls are
reunion.
clutched.
Since he got so much
Child.
mouth, how he gonna defend himself at the reunion?
Well, wait just a moment because listen, Juan, you about to lose your job, and I believe Karen Juan is another Marcel Scott, and this is piggybacking off of Pia. I believe Juan has a feminine, blue-eyed, blonde-haired debutante in DC. I believe that, who he's been messing with, and Robyn knows about it. Not only does Robyn know about it, Giselle knows about it. That's why she didn't defend her at the table. Ashley knows about it too, because when you saw Ashley melt down, she knows that there's some truth into it, and that's why Robyn was so quick to try to one up Karen. Because if it wasn't true and if it was so blasphemous, you could have laughed that off. But put on your big girl panties. That's a small thing to a giant. Robyn let her dirty slip show.
Yes, she did.
This woman in DC was supposed to be kept a secret because she's probably married. Okay. Maybe she works at the college. Who knows? But to everybody who's listening, if you're watching the replay, if you're in the Maryland area and you have an extra $12 to go to a CSU basketball game, please take pictures of the woman resembling the sketch in Smoke's default picture. and please forward the evidence to chroniclesgrayhead@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
And also, too, just sitting here thinking about it, Juan probably has a lot of residual anger pent up for them because she was the one that squandered all of his money.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another, because I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna get over that. I don't care if we do have kids. I'm leaving you. I would never get over that. And look at how he treated her last season. How he said, "You don't get up out the bed and do nothing. You just lie around all day. Get up, get out the bed." And I was like,
that's
God.
not attractive,
right? And I was like, you really want to walk back down the aisle with that? Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's some weirdness going on, and it's messy. The lady's name, somebody Chi-Town said the lady's name is Christine. Is Christine?
Oh, we got the detectives on the diva train tonight. Now, what's the last
name? Robyn, what do you have to say about that whole situation?
What I have to say is that when Robyn heard that news, she said, "Uh-oh, the gig is up." It was out there. And that call she made to Juan was a panic call. He's not supposed for anything. So she was panicking, and maybe she did have an idea that he would react so aggressively and seem like he was going to be threatening. So Ashley could run back and tell that Juan's really mad. Like, ain't nobody scared of Juan. I ain't scared of him, So I think that's what happened. The whole idea of a wedding planner. I was like, last night, I swear, when I watched this, I started thinking, y'all know I told you, punching ARP card. So I thought about this old Natalie Cole song, "No Plans for the Future." And it's the words are, "You don't have no plans for the future because he's not here. He ain't there. He ain't going to be here." And I'm going to tell you right now, before we get to it, I don't believe they are married. I think they might have had a ceremony in air quotes. But unless somebody presents the documentation, they have registered their situation with the county, I won't believe it.
And I think that's why it speaks to what Karen said at the dinner, right? Yeah. So I guess, of course, the cast probably already knew that they got married, right? And that's why Karen even said, until it's registered, it's a fake marriage. So now I'm getting the connection with that. Do you remember when Karen said that? Because Giselle was like, they don't got to do nothing for you. They don't got to register anything for you. So they had that conversation that seemed weird and out of place. But now that this little article comes out that they're married and it happened in Jamaica, I get why Karen was like,
3 sources. Well, that could be me, you, and Emmanuel. 3 sources.
Right.
And there's the whole farce behind it. From the suit, the tailor coming to the house.
The 3 sources are Karen, Sharice, and Ashley. Those are the 3 sources. Continue. Sorry, I'm Robyn.
So then to call this assistant to do what? It was just so bizarre, and it was just like, what, Robyn is not. Karen said that Robyn was smart, but she was being facetious because that was some of the dumbest stuff. No connection ever. You cannot connect any of those dots. It would be like a squiggly line off into the ocean next to the pallet that was on the floor where they had their ceremony in the Jamaica.
Yeah, she said, "You a smart girl. You a smart girl. You know she exists. Go ahead, Maria."
And so, if they did not get a marriage license in the state that they reside, if they did not get a marriage license prior to going to Africa, they are not legally married in the United States, which means they are not married. So, I hope that they got a marriage license, as Auntie Robin said, in their county of which they reside,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that they went down to the justice of the peace because I smell a fraud wedding going on.
Yeah, something in the water ain't clean. Nubian mahogany. You know what? The suits that were being made were for the brothers-in-law's wedding. I can believe that now too.
Yes.
I can believe that now
Mm.
too.
Well, let me
Yeah,
And let me.
it was a whole lot of mess going on. I can believe that now too. So let me just add this. This talk between Mia and Wendy, I was like giving it the side eye, right? So after
Mm-hmm.
dinner, Mia was like, "I really like you. You just threw a drink in my face 2 seconds ago. Now you really like me. You want to connect with me. You feeling me. But your best friend Jacqueline of 30 years, you ain't got no love for her." Now, let me tell you, this whole thing between me and Jacqueline is a whole hot mess. The thing I have with Jacqueline, though, you got to get tougher skin, baby girl. The
Mm-hmm.
minute you say something and then something is said back to you, you get the crying. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, full on waterworks crying, like, sniffling and everything.
It's
So
because the
you,
truth is said. That's the issue. The truth is said every time she says something to Mia. Mia spits out the truth, and the truth is she opens her legs to a married man, and she doesn't go see her mother on Mother's Day, and Mia does instead.
that was
That's
so
the
that
truth.
I fell out my seat with that one. I fell out my seat with that one because Mia wanted to tell her, my mother took you in. And she was like, "Yeah, your mother, who I was with on Mother's Day, and where was you?" Yo, Mia cuts to the white meat too when she comes with them reads at Jacqueline. She
Mm-hmm.
cut Jacqueline so deep she couldn't recover, and she started crying. And the best Jacqueline got was, "You be, you be."
uh,
And so so when they went and talked in the room, Mia and Wendy, I just thought like, uh, it was a lot of phonies to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't really see it. Then they go and they party, and all kinds of craziness happened at the party. People not wearing undergarments, people showing people stuff, people wanting to do sexual things with people's stuff. It was a mess. I'll start at the bottom. What do you think, Smoke, about that whole situation?
It's always they get real litty and do stuff when the cameras turn off. I'm like, you know what? If they like it, I love it. I'm here for Mia getting a taste of the knife, of Dr. Wendy's fufu. If she wants that on her dinner plate, go ahead, have at it, sis. I don't understand why they would do anything about Ashley because Ashley can barely hold water, let alone actually Ashley can barely hold a Corona, let alone anyone's secrets or what they do behind closed doors. Yeah, it's just very interesting. I'm surprised Big Riri wasn't there. Big Reese was at the party. I thought she was the grand dame. You think she want to be a part of all
She
the
didn't
Yeah.
have the
shenanigans
proper
going
dress
on?
attire.
Yeah, she was probably tired and she had to go take, her Pedialyte and go to sleep.
She had to
Um,
go back. She had to go back to her habitat.
oh gosh, not her habitat child. But yeah, I mean that was fun. I like when Mia sounded like a monkey at the table though. That was funny though. I won't
Well, she.
lie.
I
You
mean, she
know
looked
what,
like one.
Mia? I think Mia, if she would have presented herself differently and not, I don't know why everybody now they're coming in. I was a stripper before. They want to present like, this whole freak scene. We like to sleep with men, women have threesomes, all of that. Like, I don't know when the shift came where everybody felt as if that was necessary to present to us on these reality TV shows.
The
It's
sex
crazy to
I
positivity
me.
think she
movement.
felt that I rather emptied out the clip myself versus someone bringing it on the show to kind of use it to weaponize against me. So I can see her doing it in that way.
You
But
can empty it out, right? But do you have to everything constantly talk about this is what y'all do? You can
honestly,
present it just like Nene did. All right, I started out as a stripper, but every scene she wasn't like, I'm stripping on the pole and me and
Mm-hmm.
Greg. are having, threesomes and foursomes and all of that.
But I think
I
it's who
think it's
Mia
getting too
is,
much, but
though.
go ahead.
Mia
Huh?
is. I think Mia just owns her freakoness, and we all have that within us. So I think she just doesn't really feel a need to censor it. But honestly, at this point, I don't think she. Well, to me, I feel like she doesn't care. Like she be damned if she do, damned if she don't. So it doesn't really matter to her what the women think of her. But yeah, I would sleep with your castmates or suggesting you want to sleep with them. That could get dirty pretty quick, and we see in the preview next weekend how that goes. Once you give Giselle just a little bit of something, you give Giselle an inch, and she will take the whole ruler from you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hear you, Smoke, but here's the thing though, too, right? If she was owning her stuff,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have got so emotional when Wendy was saying to her, "Oh, you and your husband, y'all sleep with men, women, this, that, and the other." Well,
True.
why didn't you own it then? You got pissed off and you wanted to throw a drink in Wendy's face, and you knew full and well at that moment that you had slept, or whether it was Peter's girlfriend initially or yours at one point, whatever. You lost your stuff over that.
Because she probably didn't want to be known she was sleeping with Papa Smurf and one of his minions.
Well, then she's not owning her stuff, then, right?
She's
You
not.
gonna
She's
own it.
not. That's
You,
true.
you. If you're gonna own it all. So you got pissed at Wendy. You threw a drink at her. So that's what I'm saying. She's seen too much, and you bring in a whole nother element to the show. And I feel like there's another side to her. And if we would see that other side and not this nonsense, just like the whole cancer thing, we're sweeping it under the rug. I want to see if Andy's going to pull her to the carpet about it. He did ask her about it on Watch What Happens Live, but it was
Yes.
just like she just was like, "I'm better now." No, we can't do that. We can't throw out on the TV that you have cancer and you
Mhm.
playing games with it, especially when over there at Love and Marriage Huntsville, we got somebody dealing with a real live cancer situation.
I
Or
think
you
David.
have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I think, Dave, this is with the landscape of reality TV. This is a job for some of these people. It's not like in the beginning where some of these housewives they had already had established careers and they were just doing this on the side. So people are just doing and saying whatever they can to stay relevant and to make sure that they're at least greenlit for the next season. So I would hope she would not lie about having cancer just because of how serious this is and how many lives it has taken, and I'm assuming it has taken from each one of us on the panel in the chat. We've known someone who's been close to cancer or has passed from it. That you would use that as a storyline on a reality TV show because you're not showing, other aspects of your life where you have nothing going on.
Yeah, Pia, what was you going to say?
Well, no, just to piggyback off, what was said beforehand. Yeah, as a person who lost, someone to cancer, that's something that you don't just throw out there as a blanket statement for a storyline. That's something that you don't say. And the thing about Mia is she's on a campaign to where she's trying to save her job. And it's really honestly the wrong route to go. Like she's talking to people in her DMs and answering questions on Twitter to try to save her job. And it's like, if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, you ain't got to do all that.
I agree with you, Pia. I agree with you. And my thing is, again, I just feel that if she ushered herself in a different way, maybe we could have received her differently. And, and she wouldn't have to go around trying to save herself right now. I think
Right.
she might be okay for another season. And again, it's the stupidity of it all. You want to say you're this great businesswoman. What great person in business rents a place, a home, and then throws $60,000 in a home that's not theirs, and then now you're not even in that home, and you want to say on Watch What Happens Live they let you out of your lease early? Why? For what?
But yet you went online and said that you guys don't see. This is why I can't stand with Mia and I can't get behind anything she says or take her seriously, because it's one lie after another lie after another lie. Like I said, how she basically threw her mom under the bus of her first season on
Yep.
the show. And then a video surfaced of her on some talk show talking about that she used to be addicted to opioids.
Mm.
and that it's an epidemic and we have to do something about it. Okay,
because
so
of the surgeries, that's why she was addicted to opioids. Surgeries.
Well, yeah, because I mean that's a face only a mother could love. But I mean, you can't do that. You can't lie and you can't make up story. Yes, I did. I said she was ugly. I'm sorry, but she is. She is as ugly on the outside as she is on the inside. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter. Yeah. But
So
I do feel like you're saying, like, you can't just, I get it. Do what you got to do for your job, right? But
right.
you can't just throw out some reckless stuff and then want to act like you didn't do it because it's just wrong. But go ahead, continue.
But no, that's just how I feel about her. Like I can't get behind her. Like every time I see her on the screen, I have to get up and walk away. To me, she's like the Sonia of Real Housewives. That's how I feel.
Sonia who?
From
Sonia
Real House.
Morgan.
Yeah, from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No. I know you did not come at Sonia Morgan while I'm on this panel.
She did with her whole chest. What you gonna do, Sebastian? What you gonna do, Sebastian?
Thank you. Thank you, Smoke. Are you gonna Sebastian, are you gonna come at me like Juan did to Robyn? Because I'm ready.
Ooh, shots fired. Bang, bang, bang. Bop, bop, bop,
bop. Even harder.
Oh, you see, Pia got him because he was stuttering a little bit after that response, and he was a little bit muted. Come on, Sebastian, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Sebastian.
Ron was activated, okay? Ron was activated, okay? And
I bet you. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. I bet you when that aired, I bet you Ron cussed her out good fashion in private.
No, he did, because if we cut back, if they would have showed every scene where Juan and her had an interaction, literally, I forgot the season he didn't come to the reunion because he was whatever. The first season that he didn't come, Juan was done with her from then, and he was done with filming the show because he didn't like the direction it was going in, and he didn't like the fact that Robyn had to pull stuff out of him so that she can have a scene. And the stuff she was pulling out of him, she was reaching because she know they wasn't planning on having another baby. Robyn needs to stop, okay? Because now where's the baby talk?
On the internet right now. I swear I saw something today. I swear, but listen, the other thing I failed to mention about that phone call, one of the oddest things that Juan said, and that was out of character for him, when he said, "I love you."
He did. Did you catch that, Robyn? He said, "I love you and I appreciate you," and you know that. He did.
He was talking to the other woman.
Hey. I appreciate you for not being quiet while I'm on the phone with her.
Yeah.
But he did. He said, I appreciate you. You're going to let them break up what we have. Because he knows that Robyn is weak and she's questioning. She's questioning, like, do I want to do this? And that's exactly why she wants that prenup.
Can I say something about...
Yes, of course.
Is it my turn to say it?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just one thing about Mia. This is where I disconnect from Mia, similar to what most of you have said on the panel. As a mother with a daughter who will have friends and have sleepovers, your mother is your first teacher, okay? This is not a healthy representation of sisterhood, what Mia is doing to Jacqueline. I'm not sure what Jacqueline is doing to Mia in the background, but I can only go by what's in the front, okay? I don't care if Jacqueline slept with married men or she used her toothbrush in Miami. You invited this woman into this circle. You introduced this woman to all of the fans. You brought her here. So don't abuse her and tear her down to make your storyline more interesting. I thought that was so disgusting last night. And by her dismissive attitude, I couldn't believe Mia. Yes, Mia is riding high because she's on this show, so she's accomplished more notoriety than Jacqueline. But the thing I know about karma is it always comes back. And it doesn't necessarily have to get you in order for you to feel it. And this is something that plays in my mind often because it could hit your daughter instead, which will hurt 10 times worse. Even myself, when I sit on this panel and I speak my mind, yes, it's a lot of tongue in cheek, but a lot of things I truly do feel in my heart. And the reason I haven't started my own channel is because I'm afraid of what I might say, and not being able to control my tongue and going too far and saying something I can't take back. As women and mothers, we bear huge responsibility, huge. And the same thing with this cancer diagnosis. When you put something like that out, you have to come all the way forward and give the
Yeah.
people closures. This is very deceptive and it's unfair to the fans. It's no
Yeah.
such thing as saying, I'm better now. Tell us what the hell happened. And this
Yeah.
is how you lose credibility. And I've said it before when we talked about Love and Marriage Huntsville. When you play around with your credibility, you can't depend on it when you need it because something may truly happen to Mia. God forbid, I wouldn't wish that on her, but something could truly happen to Mia. Something could truly happen to her family. And it's like the story of the boy who cried wolf because you lied and you alienated so many people by being dishonest or lying by omission. When it really matters and when it really counts and when you need public support, no one will be there for you. She really needs to. I hope she does something at the reunion to redeem herself because last night did not look good. As far as her and Wendy and that whole apology, all that made
Mhm.
me think was the whole thing was fake. The whole
Mhm.
thing was fake. I have to tell you, Diva, no woman could throw her purse at me and throw a drink on my weed, and I'm just going to hug you and say, "Oh, it's cool." I don't care how many weeks that passed. That whole thing was very bizarre, and that's
It
what I mean
was.
about coming forward and telling the whole truth. What made Mia all of a sudden change? Because the day before she wasn't ready to talk with Wendy. Did she want
That
to?
part.
Did she want to reconnect with Wendy because her and Jacqueline had fallen out and she had to wrap the scene all the way up? What inspired that? And also what made Wendy so forgiving? Because we all discussed it when it happened. That was a ploy. Wendy was playing, okay, I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to entertain it because I'm going to take the high road as best I can, even though she lost her cool. But even you call her a gutter bee the night before, and now all of a sudden I accept your apology, and yes,
Right.
I admire you too, and I think you're great. What the hell is going on here? These women are playing in our face, and it's not entertainment because you've got our emotions involved. Like, this isn't cool. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was very weird to me. It was fake. I was like, this is stupid. Now y'all love each other, admire each other. But I will say this: Wendy got a dig in on Mia because she said, "You're beautiful. I'm gorgeous." It was something crazy like that, and I was like, you know what? This whole thing is a hot mess. A hot mess. Hold on, Sebastian. I'll come to you. Trent, thank you for the super chat. When the show started, Juan had no job, and Robyn was peddling through gigs on Craigslist. So he ought to be supportive of the breadwinner. He ought to be supportive of the breadwinner, but he speaks to her sideways. He speaks to her sideways. And then she comes in the streets. Somebody mentioned it, I think. She comes in the streets and then she starts to talking sideways to other people because she can't talk to Juan like that. This is messy. It's messy. We got to keep our eye on this. And if I was Bravo, I would make Robyn bring Juan to the reunion, or guess what? You won't get paid. We're gonna force him here. We're gonna force him to come. And yes, you make a very good point. I do not like. This is what I don't like about me, and I could have connected with. I do not like that she's playing games with such a tragic disease that have taken so many lives. It's not right. It's unfair. And you're right. Because somebody out there that perhaps had a scare, they may want to know, well, what did Mia do? Did she drink water? Did she sit, out? Did she meditate? How did she all of a sudden have a scare? And then the next day she wakes up and she's okay. And like Jacqueline said, I came here to protect you with this whole cancer thing, and now you're running me under the bus. And yes, I think Jacqueline could have put more out there on her, but she's holding on because she's not going to destroy Mia to the bottom, like go low on her. So that's what I just think. But Sebastian, what did you want to say?
I think that was me
I want to
chiming.
say this. How is it that we want to criticize Mia and Wendy's conversation?
Mm,
Listen,
I'm listening.
people have hearts and people can forgive and move on. If Wendy decided to do that last night, she had every right to. as I said, this year is all about forgiveness.
Sebastian,
And
why
we
sound like you
know
laughing while you
Cause
trying to tell us
he,
this?
cause,
Come
cause
on.
he, cause he can't get it out. Cause he can't get it out. Smoke. You
we
know, Sebastian like to play games sometimes, and we ain't got
I
time
just
tonight. But hold on one
we
second,
need to stop.
Sebastian, cause you playing games. Hold on. Miss Diane said Jacqueline's family is well-to-do. They live on 3 acres of land in Maryland. Jacqueline has a government top secret
Ooh.
clearance. Well, here's my problem though. Miss Diane, I could believe what you're saying, but could they have sold a quarter of an acre of land to help her get her Porsche instead of G getting it? If they well to do and they got little money, could they
Yeah.
not have given her the down payment? Did she
Diva.
have to open her legs to G and do
Ooh.
whatever she did, take
Ooh.
showers
Diva.
with
Her
Mia
sister's moving
in
too.
order to get her Porsche? And
yep.
you know, listen, to
Diva,
get
her
a
sister.
clearance, to get a top secret clearance, I know people that have clearance out there. They just gotta do the background check, right? They check your family, they check you, and when
Your
they finish
neighbors.
checking everybody top to down or whatever, boom, boom, here's your clearance. So I'm just saying, you know, everybody in your water gotta be clean, and you're gonna get your clearance. So I
Can,
can believe
can
she has
Jacqueline
all of
use?
that.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, E.
Can Jacqueline use her top secret clearance? Because Jacqueline sleeps with married men too, from what we know. Can she use her top secret clearance to find out this woman who Juan has been sleeping with? Because we got some intel in the chat, and I think Jacqueline might be, if she comes back next season, girl, hack into the FBI, the CIA, whatever you got to do, and get us that woman's information, please.
Oh, I got you one better. I think Jacqueline might be our modern day Olivia Pope. She may be sleeping with someone else's man and can help us find out who's sleeping with wine.
Or she may be
Listen,
sleeping
Okay,
with
I'd
my
like to
Juan too,
finish.
because you heard him last night. He likes
listen.
threesome.
Jacqueline is the wrong person to answer because she was hyping pissed that Mia told about her situation, okay? And then she
Hmm.
didn't just say that Jacqueline slept with a married man. She kept Mia kept putting out there that she has several married you know, men in her
Correct.
life. And that's just a whole lot of messy, okay? But listen, all of the married men that she has, she still don't got the right one because she had to go to Mia's married man to get the down payment for her
Oh,
Porsche,
Diva.
okay? So if you're going to be tricking, I'm not one to say you should trick, okay? But if you're going to be in the streets tricking, trick right. Why did you have to go to your best friend's man to get the down payment for your Porsche? If you're tricking, you should at least have gotten somebody else to buy you the Porsche outright, give you the title, so that way when all goes down, they can't come repo your car. You will still be in your Porsche. So she tricking the wrong way. And now your girlfriend on the TV telling the whole world that you tricking, and your kids got to hear this too. That's why Jacqueline was sitting there crying. And she wanted Mia to take it back. And every time she fed Mia something so that Mia could take it back, Mia reiterated and repeated to us that you open your legs to married men and you open your legs to several of them at the same time. It's a whole hot mess.
But
But
you
yes,
see how
go ahead.
fast. But you see how fast karma worked. Because as soon as they got back from Mexico, Mia came back and she had that letter on the door to vacate, 30 days to vacate.
She
So,
sure
you know, we
did.
have to be careful. We have to be careful what we say and do.
Wait, was that in the previews for next week?
No, I mean, she's been put out the house. We've seen it on the blogs. They had to move.
They had to move.
I'd like to
And
Oh.
plus,
finish.
she said it. She, of course, she didn't say it that way on Watch What Happens Live with Andy last night. She claimed they let her out her lease early. Why would you want to be let out your lease though?
Yeah, it's called an involuntary let out. You didn't have a choice.
And you know what? Also, Diva, what Andy did, he kind of aired her out when she was coming onto the set with Anisha from Family Karma. He's like, "Oh, I see you're wearing your wedding dress." Mia had a rough reunion. She been talking about how people used to talk about her hands, her feet, her body. I was like, "What did they say to you last Thursday that got you shook up, putting these Yana Van Zandt quotes about your trauma?" Like they must have. I think Jacqueline must have like dropped a torpedo on her and like really like blew her spot up in front of everybody and might have earned her a flute for next season.
But
You
see,
think
this would
no
make me.
Jacqueline is on the stage?
I think it was at the reunion. I think she was on the stage. I do believe that.
But
If
see, this
Sharice was
would
there,
make
Jacqueline
me.
was gonna be there.
That's what made me turn to Mia and like her in the beginning because I felt they treated her so rough at that reunion last year. She had a horrible reunion last year, and I can't imagine them doing that to her again. Like, how can Mia have a bad reunion, but Giselle always walks away? I mean, so pristine and chipper the next day. Like, what's going on?
Because the producers saved her. That's why. Because
Hmm.
apparently, when Monique kind of like read her from Genesis to Revelations, apparently she had a whole breakdown and cursed out that entire stage, and then it got cut from that reunion. So they play a part in saving Giselle for sure.
Oh, all the time. Well, yeah, come on. We know they do because when Monique came, she was on fire. She was ready to drop every bomb. And when Monique told Jamal Bryant's phone number, okay, and listen, that was epic. That was epic. Andy was sitting there in shock, and so
Giselle
he didn't
said,
want to do it. Okay, he what he told
Giselle's like,
Giselle
yeah, that's his number. She's like, yeah, that's his number. And then like Robyn was like, girl, why did you admit to that? Like,
well, she ain't had no choice, right?
she ain't
I
had
mean,
no choice.
you,
Yeah.
you ain't got no choice.
But she
No,
was
cause
gonna
no,
say
cause
no, and then everybody on Twitter be like, here it is.
yeah. Monique had that number. She had the binder, honey. She had the binder. She said, "Oh, okay, his number is ba 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 ba." And Andy sitting there in shock, and he turned to Giselle. He said,
But
that's
see,
Jamal?"
but see again, here's karma because Monique's show was supposed to air right before Potomac, okay, on, and what happened to her. So you have to be careful what you do to people. And I love Monique, but still, she handled that in a listen. This reality TV thing is no joke. It's a boomerang. What you do to somebody, it always comes back to you. Always.
Okay, wait. Lorraine, you said, "Please, Diva, please read my comment earlier about Mia and Jackie." I'm a bit ambling about Jack. Tell me. I don't know how far to go back. Lorraine,
So
you gotta.
maybe for Mia, it might be several of those kind of things. That's the last
Is
thing
that
I've
the
seen of
one?
her. Oh, I understand a little of Mia's feelings about Jacqueline. Sometimes friends can take advantage of your kindness because my nanny is your sister doesn't mean that you yeah, okay.
When
When
you
you
use
use
her when
her
I'm
when I'm
paying.
paying.
Hmm.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she's saying that because Jacqueline's sister is the nanny, when Mia is paying her, she's saying that it's not right that Jacqueline uses her also. So here's the thing, right? Let me tell you what the thing is. The thing is Mia is married. The thing is Jacqueline's situation is not the same. So Jacqueline is like sort of like a single parent. So anytime, for the most part, when you got a couple, they just got more money than a single parent sometimes can have, right? Obviously, because G had to drop the down payment for her to get a Porsche. So Jacqueline just doesn't have it like that. So now it's my sister. You paying my sister. My kids come over to your house anyway, so I'm gonna drop my kids over there. But my thing is, what I don't like about people is don't tell me on the phone it's cool. Don't worry about it. Your kids
Right.
can come. I don't need to bring no chicken, no rice, no milk, no nothing. They good. They can sleep in my kids' bed. I got pajamas for them and everything. But then you turn around and you spit it up in my face. That's what becomes messy. And I feel like that's what Mia is doing, right? She's telling her, okay, 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 let your kids come. Your kids can hang out with me. I'll watch them. Go do what you got to do. And then she's spitting it up in her face. But I also feel like though Jacqueline too seemed like she might be running the streets a little bit too much. Why
and
do you need the babysitter all the time? Go ahead, Smoke.
No, also I think I wouldn't be surprised if Jacqueline's kids call Mia auntie. So it's like they think they're a family. And the
Right.
fact that you constantly throw it in my mama's face that you do X, Y, and Z for us, are you really doing it because you love us, or are you just using it because you need to have something to have over her head whenever she pisses you off?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to talk about this situation, please.
Yes, you can.
Because
Hold on one second, Sebastian. I'm gonna let you talk about it. But Carol, if Jacqueline doesn't have it like that, why not get a Honda and not a Porsche? That's what I'm just saying.
A Honda's a
I'm
good
just
car.
asking. Huh? Listen, you got to get what you got to get, but you getting down payments from somebody else's man for a Porsche. That just doesn't make sense. But go ahead, Sebastian.
I'm tired of this notion
that Mia owes Jacqueline everything. Listen, I really never liked Mia, but last night when her and Wendy had that conversation, even though it could have been kind of little fake, but I saw some a little bit of authenticity in that conversation. I really hope those two can work out their issues because they're both accomplished women. One got off the pole and got to being a CEO. The other got to the books and became a doctor.
The
They're both
CEO of what, Sebastian?
the CEO of the Joint Chiropractic Group in certain.
Is she still on the board? Does she have access to the business account, her own checking account? Does she have any funds running through?
Listen, her relative got access hacked into her.
Take that as a no,
You
Sebastian.
can
So
fight that. You can dispute that.
if she's a
You
CEO, you ain't getting locked out of your own
the law?
accounts.
Do you know the law?
I don't need to know the law. I need to know the password to my Bank of America account, and clearly Mia does not, and neither does Gordon. That's why she's no longer CEO, and she's no longer on the board of Joint Chiropractors. She just got evicted. She is not on the lease. She is not on the lease. She is not even on the cleanup of the house.
Nene in Kenya.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
Hold on, guys. The trainer shaking, but she said no, Diva. Jacqueline's sister said she only watched her kids 2 times over Mia's house.
I can't believe Jacqueline's sister. I really can't believe her because I feel as if Jacqueline got her sister up on these YouTube streets to try to find someone to defend her and everything. I really can't believe Jacqueline's sister. I can't. I said what I said.
Okay. Well, you know what?
So you can't believe Jacqueline's sister, but you can sit up and believe Mia after all the lies and the fraudulent activity.
I said it was kind of fake. It had some authenticity to it. I said it was kind of fake. It had some authenticity to it. It's a step.
Where was the authenticity?
Authenticity. It's a step closer. It's a step closer. And I really hope Mia and Wendy can put their issues aside and actually become good friends. Because Mia, Wendy, and Candace, them 3 could tear down the Green-Eyed Bandits. And I really love that to happen.
Mia's not smart enough.
Hold on, guys. This is facts. Thank you for dropping this. In one episode, Mia said, if I got it, she got it. When it came to the court. Now it's the problem. I'm trying to tell you, that's why we need y'all, right? Mia should have handled it off screen.
Boom.
Boom.
Drop the mic.
He said, what kind of friend would I be if I'm winning and she's not winning? And now you in the streets talking about her like a dog, saying that she's not a good mother, that the village ain't your house. Oh yeah.
Close her legs to marry men, and where was you at on Mother's Day, and just the disrespect.
Well, is right. That comment about Mother's Day, I thought that was so low.
That was harsh.
You know what? But y'all, and if you haven't seen, y'all need to go back and watch Diva's channel because I done told y'all about them tables. I told y'all about them tables and how they work. I told y'all. And the tables have been turning, and Mia has shown who she really is. And I'm so glad that she has pulled the wool off of your eyes because she had you blinded for a second. She had you blinded, but now you can see. And she still got Sebastian blinded a little bit, but we're gonna pray him through because put him on the sick and shut in list. Even with her, Wendy and Mia, let me tell you how slow and dumb Mia is, because y'all probably didn't even catch it. Did you catch it when she said, "You're beautiful, but I'm gorgeous"? Did y'all catch that? And Mia was like, "Yeah." Dumb.
Because I had to think about it for a second. I was like, wait, I think beautiful is below gorgeous, and I'm like, sis. I'm like, sis, she just basically called you like you're less than me. You're the number 2 and I'm the number 1. And you kind of agree.
Or as Mariah's saying, them chickens is ash and I'm lotion.
I think that that I agree when you were saying about that scene with Wendy and Mia was fake. I really do believe it was fake. If Wendy intends on being this reality show person, she's going to have to learn to play the game. Yes, you can, in a scene that's been orchestrated, pretend like you accept the apology, but you still got to realize you're dealing with real people with real personalities and real flaws. Mia has shown everybody who she is. Any woman that would do what she's done, friendship, sistership, or whatever Jacqueline is to her, you got to always keep an eye on her. You can't never turn your back
Yeah.
on her. And for them to go to the club later and she gets all drunk and that comfortable showing whatever she showed to Mia, I would have never done that. I mean, just because that little 2 second scene in the room, I still would have had my guards up. And I think if she's gonna continue to be on reality TV, she's gonna have to learn like Candace. Okay, I'll accept your fake apology for the scene, but I still know who you are as a real person if we weren't on the cameras, you know. And I
Yes,
feel like
yes.
until she gets that, she's always gonna get jammed up because, like, you know, a couple of episodes ago when she was so, you know, wanting, you know, Robyn to accept her apology and, you know, make back friends with Robyn. And I'm like, girl, that's not going to be real. Because as soon as Giselle steps in and tell her to be mad at you again, she will be, you know. So
Yep.
Wendy, she's going to have to learn to play this reality TV game, because when they apologize to you, that's not necessarily real. And most
That
times,
part.
yeah.
That part. You know, and Mo, I do believe Wendy is vulnerable. She is. I
She
think
is.
Wendy truly wants friendships. And I think because even when Jay was at the table, she was like, "Oh, don't cry." I'm like, "Girl, are you falling for this trick of the trade that Mia is over here doing, talking about she really like you?" No, Mia knows that she went way too far when she threw that drink in your face, and she's doing damage control. She just cursed out her friend of 30 years. Don't give a crap that her friend is over there crying in the corner and she's not getting along with her. But now she's telling you, Wendy, how she love you, she admire you, and you a boss lady, and she wants to talk to you because she really likes you. I'm like, yo, this thing is a mess. But why don't you? And then Mia had the nerve to say she don't hold grudges. Girl, you mad at your friend who mother took you in, and then you just cut her at the throat, talking about on Mother's Day, I was with your mother. Where was you? I said,
Diva,
Now
I
that
have
was an epic read. Now
That
that was
was
epic. I
savage.
that
gotta
was
give that.
epic.
That was. Hey,
Savage.
Shan.
Hey everybody.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Shan.
I
Now
just
that
woke
you in
up
the
from a
room,
nap.
Shan. So what
Shan.
we
Hey,
got to get Shan
Shan.
together
Hey
real quick
E.
because she done
E,
got
how
people
are
in
you?
the
I haven't seen
head.
you on the thing in a
Uh-uh.
while.
I miss
Shan, we got to get you together real quick because you got my diva thinking in the head that Candace is the next Grand Dame
Yes, honey,
coming up.
that's right,
No, no,
Diva.
no, 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 no. Mm-mm. See, Candace ain't
Listen,
making moves like the Grand Dame was making on this episode. Did you watch and see? Did you watch and
Wait,
see?
wait.
Candace
yes,
too busy
honey,
I
I
crying.
think this is a
watched.
future grand dame in the making. I do
Thank
believe that
you. And
too.
who was
Mm-mm.
the
Candace
first
too
one?
busy crying. She's still too busy crying. She ain't ready for
Listen,
that.
honey, it's
No.
No,
okay. The
listen,
Mm-mm.
grand dame
listen.
is real. The grand dame, she cries sometimes. She gets you together other time.
In
Listen, listen,
private.
listen, Diva. I wanted to say this. I wanted
Yes.
to say this. You made me so proud because you
Uh,
finally see the light and you're finally on the right train. Okay, I was gonna text you, but I was like, let me just wait for the video. You know, public service announcement. Diva see the light. One day Royer is gonna see the light. Sebastian, everybody's
Let,
gonna see.
so let me explain to everybody just in case they didn't see
she
the
carrying
video.
all her
Watch
verses
When
moves
the
Diva's last
org
down the
scene.
chart,
trunk.
hold on one
Hey,
second, guys.
Robyn.
Hold on one second, guys. When the org chart came out for the reunion of the Real Housewives of Potomac, I lost my mind. I mean, I don't know why. I should have known it was going to be this. But let's just say this. The seats that come after really don't matter. But next to Andy is Giselle and Karen. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So everybody, all the fans were in the uproar. They was DMing, tweeting Andy, losing their mind. And Candace felt the virtual love. Okay. You said I stepped out of the light.
Step into the light, Caroline. Step into the light,
She stepped
Caroline.
all the way out the light, girl. She stepped all the way out. Shan got her. She was
Diva
drinking
is
that
on
stuff
the
Shan was
right side
drinking.
of history,
I
okay?
think
She's on the
I think
right
Candace
side of
is a
history.
future grand dame. I mean, look at her mama. If she's gonna be anything like her mama, I think that's an accurate
No,
statement.
but she rising above all that.
No,
Because
she's
listen,
different. She's
she's
definitely
different.
different.
So wait a minute. So the org chart came out. The people started giving Candace love, and Candace tweeted the best thing ever. And I'm going to paraphrase it, guys. She said, "Listen, guys, no need to be upset. That's right. That's right. Come on, Roya. Come on, Roya. She said, calm down. Settle down. Settle down. Okay? She said, don't be upset because I'm not upset. So I'm not
Y'all
upset,
remember a
okay?
few years ago back at the award show when Beyonce and Jay-Z was
Oh,
clapping too hard? Blue said,
yeah. When Blue Ivy was like,
Okay? She said, no need to be upset. No need to be upset because I'm not upset. I'm not upset, okay? She said, a chair does not define me. God does. And honey, I dropped the phone because somebody had to send it to me because you know
baby,
I'm not on the Twitter. I'm gonna get on the Twitter though this week though, guys. I dropped the phone. I said, holy smokes, okay? I said, Sharon
Candace
was right.
said, a
Go ahead.
chair is still a chair,
Amen.
even if I ain't sitting
Sitting
there.
there. She has matured. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I love her now. And I always chat with her husband, Chris, on Instagram. Whoa.
Whoa. The
You
plot
know I'm
thickens.
messing with you.
Ooh.
You know I'm messing with you, Belize. I'm messing with you. But yes, Candace has matured now. Yes, she has. She really has. And we got to give it up to her. And that's why I'm saying she's the grand dame in the making. She's the next grand
Thank
dame.
you.
Before
Thank
our
you.
very eyes, we see Candace be super childish. And she has risen up to the top now. Okay. Matured and on her. And I want to say this. Candace is the candy because Candace be sitting, I don't know how she stay that tiny. She be getting down on that food, okay? At that last dinner, her cheeks was full of food.
Yep,
And
yep.
she said, whoever cooked this, they did
This
this
is the
on
best
camera.
I'm actually starting to like Candace this season, though.
Thank you. You
I'm
see,
actually
Yo,
starting
I
to like
mean,
her.
Grandam
we
energy.
just have to come up with
Grandam
something
energy.
else other than Grand Dame. We got to come
Listen.
up with something because she's not Grand Dame yet.
The Grand
We got to
Chef.
come up with
Oh,
something.
Royer. So now you believe that she can be the Grand Dame. See, I've
ah,
been saying it since day one. I've
We
been rooting
talking
for
years and
Candace.
years from now. We
No,
talking
it's just
years and
because
years
she's
from now.
younger.
Nothing, no time
Listen,
soon.
listen.
no,
This
Candace
has
is the
only been
queen of
one
the show.
season.
you
It's
know
only
I
She's
been
the
one
love
queen
you.
of
season.
the show.
Wait,
Listen,
hold on,
listen.
guys. Hold on, guys. She said Diva LL. We chat up the food he showcased on Instagram. You know I had to mess with you.
Listen, just remember, in a few seasons from now, when everybody's saying Candace in the Grand Dame, just remember who first said it. It was me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put
We
some
gonna
respect
remember your
on my
name,
name.
Shandula.
Because we about to close out. We about to close out. If you're not watching Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage DC, check it out. I'm recapping it tomorrow night. It's what a show. Now, Diva, what about come on, newbie, and this part right here? There was so much gems in this freaking episode. We would need hours to talk about it all. But what about when Giselle had Mia move her seat? So for Robyn, it reminded me of the Mean Girls from high school. Come on, she was like, "Come on, Mia, get up,
Mia
get up,
deserved
fly
it.
down. I don't care that you ain't talking to Jacqueline. I need Robyn to sit next to me because I gotta help Robyn get Karen all the way together." And Karen laid them down.
And
Okay.
still read them for dust, left them in the dust.
When she
She
said,
said, "You
Giselle, you're
peasants,
not even
you,
close to an altar. When she said, Giselle,
you peasants,
I fell
you."
out my chair.
Wait, no, wait, Sam, say that again. She said what?
When she was like, when Karen, not the Grand Dame, when Karen, that's her name, when she was like, oh, you're not even next to an altar. You're not even close to an altar. I fell out my chair.
No, the best was thou without a man.
That was not a man. That was I. Ooh
She took it
wee.
to Shakespeare land. She said thou. She's like you over there without a man sitting there talking on this situation. Mind your business.
After she ran everybody for filth and then thanks the host. Thank you for hosting. You did an excellent job.
You did a great job, Ashley, for choosing the destination so I could drag these heifers. Yes.
You know, like you said though, I didn't catch it until y'all said it. She set Ashley up so she can hit the kill, right? Because she didn't even get mad at Ashley for telling her. She didn't tell
Cause
her
she
Ashley said,
knew.
why did you tell her? I was gonna tell her
Nope.
later. Y'all are
Mm-mm.
correct. She set Ashley up. Ashley took the bait, ran with it, and that's why she said, "Thank you, girl. You did the thing with this trip right here. You did the. Come on." She said, "You did your
She
thing,
got the
okay?"
Grand Dame Award for best trip ever
Ever.
because the Grand Dame was able to do her thing, honey.
Yep.
She got them
Yep.
together. But you know what? I really believe that it was just a setup on Giselle and Robin's end because at the end of the day, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Ashley's loyalty lies to Karen, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Karen has always, even when everybody else in the group,
That's
Karen
true.
has always found a way to come back and regroup with Ashley
That is
and to
true.
get her back on a one accord with everybody else in the group. She's done the same thing for Candace.
She
She's done the
has.
same thing for Wendy. I mean, Karen has really gone down the line outside of Giselle and Robin, even though that's because we already know they too far
Right.
gone. But
Right.
she has,
Too
and
damaged.
that's Grand Dame. What else? What
That's
else?
Rondon. That's Rondon. Everybody's saying true warrior. That is Rondon. But hold on one second. Ace, let's talk about it. Thanks for the super chat. But let's talk about it. Is Candace and Wendy bringing the fashions for me? That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. Slaying them. Slaying them.
Wendy is
Candace
Yes.
Ooh,
with
I
the
wish I
hat.
stunning.
had my fan.
Wait, yeah,
Ooh.
what? Wait, Candace with the Gucci hat and the glasses at the table, doing all the food, okay, bringing it, standing by, take my picture at the side. They killing the fashions. And I'm gonna tell you this hands down, Ace, I can't get over when Candace was at that beach
The
with
bikini.
that black
Oh,
Vader suit
yes.
on and that hat. She tore that beach down. Girlfriend got
Down.
body. She got body. Oh, no. She killing it. You
You know,
probably
she
give it
tagged the company diva of the swimsuit, and I was gonna
uh-huh.
buy it, but I'm like, I'm not paying 100 and change just to go in the water. I'm sorry, I gotta get me, something a little cheaper. But that was that was giving.
And
Thank
that's
you, Shelby.
affordable, I think.
You take
She
the
could
new
do some
Swimsuit
picture
was
down.
modified gorgeous.
Listen,
it was nice.
Let me tell you something. Yes, Tutu. Let's give it up. Wendy, that skin is beautiful. She's
Yes.
flawless. She's gorgeous. And like A said, comes with the fashions. I
Especially when
don't
she wears
care what
red.
they about to do. Walk a dog, get a piece of chicken, get surgery on her kidney stones. She slay
Hey.
it.
I
Slay
know.
it.
I even
She
when she
was
was in that
laying
yellow
up
dress, I was like, yes,
picture.
the yellow
What?
complemented her skin so well when she went to for that dinner. I was like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yes, give them chocolate Godiva, goddess.
got it. Got it. And listen,
Yes.
she laid up on that stretcher getting them kidney stones removed, okay? Beat to the gods. Beat to the gods. Even when she came home and mama and the kids was talking to her, she was drinking her soup and her water. Face beat to the gods. Thank you, Ace, for bringing that to our attention. Hands down, they get the fashion award all day long. So, Nurse BK, thank you for the super chat. People always say get rid of Giselle and Robin, but Robin is a part of Giselle contract, so we can't. People are saying that. I need to see the contract. I don't
Me
believe
too.
that though. I
Me
think that's a
either.
rumor started on YouTube. I don't believe that's so at all. I do now. Do I think that Robin, that Giselle bats for Robin every single time? Yes. Do I think this is the first time we see Robin step up and try to earn her check? Yes. Do I think that their contract is one and the same? I absolutely do not. If that was the case, Robin wouldn't be begging Juan to do some scenes. She got to earn her check. And listen, I want Juan at this reunion, point blank, period. But time will tell. We got to close out, guys, because I went longer than I wanted to. I had the ball with y'all. We're going to circle around literally 60 seconds. Shan, what's your final words?
Oh my gosh. Remember how you did a live a couple weeks ago? You were like, who grabbed Karen that tight? And we were debating.
Yes.
And then she said it. I fell out my chair. I was like, what?
And
I was like, Juan Dixon.
mm,
I was like,
We
I thought
called
it
it.
was G. I
No,
thought
we
it
did
was
the
G at
math over here,
first.
and y'all
But then
beat us down. Beat us down. And she
and I
said,
believe
honey, I'm
Karen. I'm
protecting
sorry.
Juan. You know,
I
but we
believe
missed so much
Karen.
stuff with this scene, but we got to go. She said, honey,
Yeah.
you want to know why? That's when Robin struck her sheet too. She was like, I'm protecting Juan, baby girl. Juan loves me. He held me so tight, my chest went back to my vertebrae.
Karen was hilarious.
No,
And do we think
she killed Robyn? Robyn shrunk all the way down. Robyn was showing that phone like she had the bomb. She had the bomb, and Karen just slayed her. Okay, go ahead.
Robyn was
and
roadkill.
lastly, do we think Robyn needs
Robyn knows better to bring a grenade to a nuke fight with Karen. She need to leave her alone.
You ain't lying, Maria. Robyn was roadkill. Okay, I'm sorry, Cher. Go ahead.
And do we think Robyn needs a stylist? Yes.
Yes, she does. Listen, like I said, I want to find that hairstylist that did that hair
And the
because we're
clothing
taking
stylist.
back that cosmetology certificate for years. We're taking it back. Taking it back. Okay?
Bro, it's like they're always on a budget. There's nothing
You
wrong with
couldn't
being
even
on a
put her on
budget, but
probation.
Robyn and Giselle Fashions. Robyn and Giselle Fashion is very much low budget. I mean, you're on the Real Housewives show. You've been on it for years. Like, come on, give us more. If it wasn't for Candace and Wendy, like, where are the fashions? These are the Real
The Grand Dame
Housewives.
don't do bad either. She has hit or misses. The Grand Dame has hit or misses. But
Yeah.
we're taking that certificate back. You can no longer do hair. We'll see us in 3 years when you go back to what should we put them in? What type of school can we put them in?
Cosmetology school?
No, we gotta put you back in remedial classes. Start again. Start from the basis on how to part hair and all that. Wash hair. Put you at the sink bowl. Wash hair again. Get out of here.
It's called home ec. High school home ec.
That's what we doing. Okay, Iris, your final words. 60 seconds.
My final words is I absolutely enjoyed this episode. I mean, I really found my heart beating watching it because it was so explosive. I cannot wait for the reunion. I hope they don't make us wait 2 or 3 weeks before they show it like they sometimes do. But all in all, enjoyed this episode and cannot wait for the reunion.
Yes, I agree with you. Roy, final words. Yes, Nurse VK, shampoo girl. Get out of here.
Shampoo bowl headed over there. Yes. I have to agree with Iris. This was actually one of the best episodes this season. As y'all know, I said last week, I'm over Potomac. I was ready for this season to end, but this week they brought me back. I mean, everybody on the cast played their part this episode. Excellent job.
Except Cherise.
Well, she's not on the cast, so we weren't even thinking about her. But the last thing I'm gonna say before I dip out of here, I'm gonna lean into the camera and respectfully say, bow down, bitches. Period.
Come on, Beyonce.
Okay. Because let me tell you something, the Grand Dame, she did the thing, okay?
Did that thing.
She better keep doing it because Candace is coming for that spot, okay?
Listen, Candace is watching. She's learning. She's learning.
She's observing. She's a student right now. She's right now.
She's what we call spare.
You're a fool.
I got to go. Listen, Sebastian, what are your final words?
My final words are Potomac, keep bringing it. Y'all brought it great tonight. Last night, it was very good. I'm very happy and proud of y'all. And I want everyone to acknowledge that Wendy looks gorgeous in red. Red is your color, Wendy. Wear red. That confessional where you have your hair like curled up a little bit and like you in a full red dress. Perfect. Good job, Wendy. Keep doing that. Red is your color.
Thank you, Sebastian. Smoke, final words.
Final words. Robyn Trunchbull, linebacker Dixon, Giselle Gizzard next, ain't got stovepipe legs, ain't got a husband out without a man, and miserable, messy moon pie Mia. I need y'all to come correct at this reunion, even though I know you won't. You're gonna get thrashed by the other girls, but just the mean girlness needs to stop. Like they're taking the fun out the show. In all honesty. So I can't wait for Robyn to show up, without Juan Dixon once again, because he will not be there. I'd rather see the marriage certificate first before I see him to make sure that we is accurate, but we know it's not. But yeah, this episode was giving. It's kind of coming a close second to behind the COVID testing festival they had at Giselle's house last season. So yeah, they were giving. Karen is very smart for basically, setting Ashley up to run with that bone and really take it back to what's that woman's name? Oh yeah, Robyn Trunchbull, linebacker Dixon. And making sure that she got and received, and she got yelled at by her man, by her administrator Juan, and basically just setting her up for failure because we know Robyn can't read for a lick. And I found it very interesting. The only time she looked good was in the confessional when she was dressed in all black, looking like Morticia Adams. Yes, serving us death and deadly. So that's all I have for tonight. I ain't got no more. But if you are on this live still, please like, comment, subscribe to the Gray Hair Tribe Chronicles of a Gray Hair Diva. And you may see us back next week for some more shade and mess and everything in between.
All right, listen, Roya, you killing me with this bear. Thank you, Smoke. E, your final words, 60 seconds.
For me, I'm just still stuck on that scene with Jacqueline and Mia. Please, hopefully I don't get tomatoes thrown, but a sister will just be there for you no matter what you look like, your hair, your teeth, your weight, your acne, your nails, whether you have a man or you don't, through pregnancies or graduations, happiness, heartbreak, or loss. Never take your sister. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious.
No, you said your sisters are there for me, especially in your feet. I heard your feet.
The point is never take your sister for granted. Do not speak harshly to your sister. Protect in public, protest in private. I have friends I don't speak to every day, but when we do speak, we don't miss a beat. These are women who know me inside and out, who can read my body language better than some of my own family members, who can order my food off the menu at the restaurant for me, or know when I'm sad and will pick up the phone and call me when I'm too embarrassed or too prideful to pick up the phone and ask for help. Friends, true friends, are irreplaceable. So know this. A research study came out, and I'm getting off in 20 seconds, last summer, and it said that the average female friendship lasts 16 years, which is 6 years longer than the average romantic relationship. Ladies, do not embarrass your sisters. Do not tell each other secrets. Do not compete with one another, and do not let improper influences divide you from the gift of experiencing a sistership with your full self. Whether you are blood or not, we are women. Remember that.
I love that.
Protect your sister. Hashtag I am my sister's keeper. I mean, come on, E. Let the church say amen. Don't listen, sisterhood. She just gave us a word, people. She said sisterhood lasted in these relationships. You better hang on to your sister. Okay. Thank you. All right. Auntie Robyn, finish us out.
On this episode, it was actually my favorite of the season.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it tremendously.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that E led with some wisdom, so I'm gonna save the one that I have for the next time.
Okay.
That was good. Thanks, E. But everyone, good night and see y'all next time.
Yes. Hashtag thank you, people. I am my sister's keeper. Yes, they say, E, you speaking, honey. They said, come on, girlfriend. Don't be airing out your best friends, your besties, dirty laundry. I mean, she came for Jacqueline. Not only, okay, it's bad enough you're gonna say she sleep with married men. You said that she got a couple of married men under her belt right now, and none of them was able to give her a down payment for this Porsche. This is a mess, people. But
Mia is nobody's friend.
She not. But hands down, I love this episode. Not the steroid. You killed me. Okay, I'm over here sweating and everything. I can't even do it right now. Okay. I can't. But listen, guys, thanks for being here. Don't forget, hit that like button. See you on the next video. Oh, before I go, let me say this. Roy and I, we're thinking about Saturday, y'all. We're thinking about Saturday for our book club because you know we read the books over here. Go get your book, Roy and Spare. We're thinking about Saturday. The book is in 3 parts. The book is in 3 parts. We're committed. We're committed, Roy. Yeah, we're gonna give them a time, the next one, but we're doing part one of this book. We're doing it on Saturday. Roy here is in love. I didn't start yet, but I'm going to get it all done. Yes, it isn't right. I'm going to get it all done and be prepared, and we're going to talk about it because he said it's written like a diary. We're going to get into this fair.
A
Prince
diary for
Harry.
clout.
Ooh, see
Goodbye. I'm
what
getting
we
off the
not
line.
gonna
I
do.
ain't gonna go, 'cause we
We
ain't
gonna
going
we not
for
gonna
it.
come for
Ain't
Prince
going.
Harry.
The train